the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the May 17th, 2025 edition of Aaron's Hour, Coast to Coast with Aaron's Hour. That's for our Aaron Phillips. I don't know. See, when I'm in the presence of beauty mixed with military, I get all sorts of tongue-tied. Thank you. Oh, I should. No, I will. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for making me part of your Saturday. Listen, this is a great show today. Listen, all my shows are great. I have to be the first to admit that. But every week they seem to get better and better and better. And today's show is going to exceed every other show because I even have goosebumps as I'm about to say this. Y'all, if you've all been following me for almost nearly 20 years, you know I love military. I love supporting our military brethren. A, because they're great people. B, except for John, because, no, I'm only kidding. Love you, John. Because you know what? They don't get enough recognition for what they've done, what they do, what they will do, and family support is just as important. So when I come across business people who are doing such great things out in the community, regardless of the purpose, I love to be there to support them. And today's show is no different. Sitting with me today is T. Humphrey. She is the owner and founder of a company called Reveal, although you don't see it on the shirt, but you see it sort of here. Let's see, where can we show it? Yeah, show it on the, there you go, the visor, revealed-llc.com. And the saying that she always has is uncovering or covering the wound doesn't stop the hurt. And we'll talk about all that and where this all came from after our first break. But thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
She is such a great person. Her kids are involved with her in the business. One of them was supposed to be here today, but motherly duties called, didn't it?
Yes.
Right? So give a shout out to them all.
I'd like to thank my kids for all their support, my family for all their support, of course, my customers, my fans, my family. So it goes on, and we'll get more into that as the show
Absolutely.
goes on.
And I am a customer too, because I did get this shirt through the website. I don't get freebies, although I do ask, but I do pay also. After I pay, I ask for the freebies.
Right.
Anyway, listen, you can watch us right here as you are in Aaron's Hour on Facebook, WVBV TV, the new network based here in Virginia Beach that is an affiliate of John back there in Vegas, WWDB TV. Of course, YouTube, the same thing, WWDB TV. Listen, you got 6 platforms to find us. Find one that you like and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? And then share it, you know? Go to the Facebook pages, put your comments, things you'd like us to talk about. So put your comments in the chat rooms. I'm watching it on Facebook. John has got us on YouTube, checking it out. T, she's sharing stuff out to everybody, so we expect a lot of return. John will put a crawl up in a little bit for the website again. So as you're watching the show and you want to get into what she's got on there as far as product is concerned, don't like turn us off. Just go and open up another tab and open up the store as you're listening to us talk about it, because you too, if you choose to, you get one of these fascinating, invisible, disappearing t-shirts that's part of reveal.com. Okay, no, actually, this is what happens when you put a green shirt in front of a green screen. You just see the word, but actually, that's pretty cool. Remember those old purple blackout lights you used to put in the basement and the posters?
Right.
That's what this is like. You know, it's like, all right, put a green shirt. Anyway, see, truth be told, I actually have one of these style hats that I purchased with my shirt as a camo. And you can see on the camo, some of it is disappearing, which is why she was kind enough to bring me a different one so I can wear it with my shirt. So we got new stuff to show you, why this all developed. But first and foremost, as always, John, my friend, you know what time it is. It is time for Vegas Rep 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
All right, it is time for some news and notes from around the country, coast to coast. That's what we do here. And I've been a little remiss in bringing up the chat room, so that's okay. You know why? Because as soon as I get in there and I start seeing your comments, like, guys, I want you to call sale. You know what? Let's start easy, folks. Tell us where you're watching from. Give a shout out to CPOT. CPOT. I just sounded like a dictionary. CPOT. Chief Petty Officer Retired.
Yes.
And because of how many?
24 years.
24. Lucky 24. Is it lucky?
Yes.
Did you?
It's a blessing. I did. I actually did.
Did you?
I actually would have done 30, but it wasn't in the cards at the time. So.
Gotcha. So in 24 years, give me one ridiculously funny story that you just shook your head at and said, I can't believe that just happened.
Look,
give me a funny side.
Now I have to think of one. Give me a
minute. All right, so I'll stall for you. I'll stall for you. All right, so let's do this then. Hey, congratulations to Chesapeake Public Schools, because they were named among the named Best Community for Music Education. And this is a national organization, NAMM Foundation, National Association of Music Education. This is a national survey. And this is why, if you look at the history and look at a Google search, entertainers, musicians that come from this area, very prominent, known names come from this area. So here you go. Hampton City Schools, Newport News Schools, Norfolk Public Schools, Virginia Beach, Williamsburg/James City County Public Schools, and York County Public Schools all finished within the top 10 for best music education. So all you school districts like Clark County School Districts back there in Las Vegas and around the country that are starting to get rid of these extracurricular programs, you really should stop, because you're getting some great coverage. So congratulations to all the schools here. That's good stuff. I love opening stuff up like that. Okay, did I give you enough time to think of a good story?
So when I I got to my first carrier, and I remember them telling me that there was a bowling alley on board.
A bowling alley.
A bowling alley.
Okay.
So here I am on this big old ship with Clueless, because I guess this is a prank that they do to all the new sailors coming in. So here I am.
Did they know who they were fooling with when they said that?
Well, they got me at first because it was my first time on a carrier. So it didn't take long to figure out that there wasn't a bowling alley. I talked to some folks, but that was my moment.
Did they send you somewhere to try to find it?
Yes,
and so what was there when you walked into what you thought was a bowling alley?
It was the engine room.
Oh, see,
it was an engine room. Yeah.
John, you don't have stories
down there.
John, you don't have stories like that from your time in the Marines, do you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was in the air wing of the Marine Corps. And in my first duty station, they sent me to go get 50 feet of flight line.
Do you know that? Do you know what he's talking about? Okay. Okay, so she knows. So for those of us who are not...
Or, don't forget, a left-handed spanner wrench.
Oh, my God.
Or a bucket...
Wait, there's more? A what?
A bucket of prop wash.
She said she's cringing. She's cringing over. That's like, I remember selling when I was in timeshare back there in Vegas. One of our, you may remember this, John, because you were in it too for a short time. One of our reps was starting to go around asking people in the springtime, did you put spring air in your tires? Did you get the winter air out and put the spring air in? And somebody
right, made them think, wait, what?
Well, as soon as you mentioned bowling alley on the carrier, I started laughing my ass off.
It was relatable.
Thank you, John. You said bowling alley on the ship, but of course, John F. Kennedy. I mean, I think he was like one of the first to put a bowling alley in the White House. So that's why we said bowling alley on the ship, and he's known for PT 109 and his service. I'm thinking, bowling alley on the ship may not be really out of the question, right? Hey, listen, if you're here in the area of Virginia Beach, I talked about this last month, but every month down on the waterfront side, there are concerts and there are activities. So we know May is half over, but May 21st, this Wednesday, is the Oceanfront Concert Series. And then the 23rd of May through May 31st, live on the Atlantic. Salute to Summer, Friday through Sunday, May 23rd, 25th. Of course, that's Memorial Day weekend, so keep that in mind when you go down to the Oceanfront. Oceanfront Concert Series number 2, that'll be Wednesday, May 28th. And then this is something that USO weekend, Friday through Sunday, May 30th, June 1st, all down in Virginia Beach. Of course, you can go to beacheventsvb.com to get more information, and I'll announce June's later on this month. So you got a lot to go on for there. I got to save that in this pile. That's got to travel with me. All right, let's talk about some stuff going on in Vegas. Very disappointing news. Now, have you been to the Bahama Breeze restaurant? Right across the street from where we are.
Yes.
So my wife and I lived in Vegas for 27 years. Mm-hmm. Never really went down to the Bahama Breeze there because it's down just east of the Strip. Ever been to Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, couple times.
So you know where Flamingo and the Boulevard kind of is. Mm-hmm. So the Bahama Breeze there is on Flamingo, East Flamingo, just after you cross over the boulevard and you start heading east down that way. So we went back in September after we moved here to visit my dad, and we met them for dinner at the Bahama Breeze. We loved it. Yeah. We're like, why didn't we come here before? So then we come out here and we find there's one in Virginia Beach. Yep. So of course my wife and I've gone to that one. Literally, it's right across the street from where my studio is right now, where WVBV TV is. By the way, if you want information, WVBVTVinfo@gmail.com to do what she's doing. That is. See, and I own the station, so I can do all that I want to.
And I know him, so
that's right. So go to reveal-llc.com. Okay, so we go there. All right, so we love Bahama Breeze. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. I opened up my news this morning. The Bahama Breeze in Las Vegas is closed. Closed. The Bahama Breeze located on Howard Hughes Parkway has permanently closed its door this past Thursday, 2 days ago. citing it was a difficult business decision that was made carefully and thoughtfully, which basically means they were running out of money and not screwed everybody, because according to the statement, they're doing everything they can to help the employees that were caught last minute. Quote unquote, Darden Brands, which is the parent company that owns the restaurant there, says that the efforts are being made to assist affected employees. Quote, we are doing everything we can to place as many impacted team members as possible at nearby Darden Brands. And John, maybe during a break or while we're chatting here, you can look up Darden Brands and see what other restaurants are in Las Vegas that we know about that we can share to go support these people. All right. Now, before I left Vegas, which is almost a year, June 14th will be a year that I pulled into my driveway here in Virginia Beach. Route 15 South and Tropicana Avenue or Boulevard exit. They decided about 3 years ago, we're going to blow this thing up and we're going to start reconstructing the whole interchange, because you have T-Mobile there for the hockey, for the Vegas Golden Knights, of course, Allegiant Stadium right there. Now they've taken the Tropicana Hotel. They imploded it last year. That's going to become the new Las Vegas A's baseball stadium in a couple of years. Anyway, finally, Interstate 15 is now fully open as of yesterday, with extra lanes added as part of the overhaul of the interchange with Tropicana Avenue. They're now calling it, you ready for this, the so-called Dropicana. Project began in 2022 with the demolition of the Tropicana overpass. What a nightmare that was. Crews have worked on widening the interstate to 5 lanes in each direction, creating new ramps for the interchange over the last 3 years. Now, here's the funny thing. The final phase of the project, which means it's not done, at least the highway part is. Well, they're going to be continuing to work on Dean Martin Drive and Tropicana, which is near Polaris, which is kind of like just on the other side of the 15 and Tropicana interchange. Completion of that is expected later this year. So going into 2026, that whole area should be completed. Now, if that's not enough for you, that part of the road has opened back up.
But wait, there's more.
But, oh, very good. You're good, right? I may have to have you back every week here. There you go. Just call my agent.
Yes.
So if you're traveling on Route 215 up in the Summerlin area, the Beltway, guess what? They're closing down for construction up near Summerlin Parkway, Anasazi, Far Hills, up in that direction. So there you go. Overnight, May 18th through the 20th, northbound 215, all lanes closed. Sunday night, May 18th through Tuesday morning, May 20th at 8 p.m. through 5 a.m., 215 is going to be closed at Summerlin Parkway. Now, at that interchange is a very famous, very popular hotel up there. You've got great restaurants up there. And now one of their major exits off the highway. Imagine what that's going to do to Sahara Boulevard, which Sahara and 215 is where all this is happening. Okay.
Is that close on the MGM side?
Oh, MGM. No, this is up in Summerlin. We're talking like 12 miles west of the Strip. So this is off the Strip. So this is more like the residential part of town. But that's a big area. They got restaurants. You got the movie theaters up there. You're up near the Las Vegas ballpark where the 51s, the AAA team of the Athletics play. This is a major interchange that's going to be closed. And then overnight on the 20th through the 22nd, the southbound lanes at 215 on Tuesday night, May 20th through Thursday morning, May 22nd, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. 215 will be closed from Summerlin Parkway to Far Hills. Southbound traffic will be redirected to Summerlin Parkway, eastbound to Anasazi. Boy, all those people up there, that residential section, they're not going to be happy campers with all this traffic diversion. But the good news is it's only a couple of days, 18th through the 22nd. So if you can avoid that area, Sahara eastbound, you've got Sahara, you have Lake Mead Boulevard that'll get you over north-south, and then head on over. All right. 2 last pieces of news, then we'll go to our first break. Free concert series. I mentioned this a couple of months ago, or a couple of weeks ago. Fremont Street downtown, of course, Memorial Day weekend is coming up. You've been there, you said. Have you been to Fremont Street?
Yes.
Okay, so you know they have the 2 main stage areas, and that's where they do a lot of the concerts. So Saturday, May 24th, you have Hinder will be at the main stage. Drowning Pool will be at the First Street stage. And then Saliva, folks, I'm not making these band names up, okay? They'll be at the First Street stage along with Drowning Pool. Drowning Pool and Saliva. Is there a connection there? I don't know. Sunday, May 25th, Alien Ant Farm will be on the 3rd Street stage. Jet will be on the 3rd Street stage also. So that's Memorial Day weekend. And then Saturday, June 7th, Buckberry will be on the First Street stage. Oh, here's finally a name at least I recognize. Saturday, June 21st, Robin Thicke will be at Third Street stage. So you can go to vegasexperience.com, and these are all free because they're right there on Fremont Street. So that's good stuff to have there. Last but not least, one of my favorite things to talk about is winnings, jackpot winnings. So let's talk about a couple. Actually, I'm only going to talk about two because the other one doesn't give me the name of the casino, so I'm going to pass that one. But the Fontainebleau, I like saying it that way, the Fontainebleau, which only reopened about a year or so. It is. They actually have. When was the last time you were in Vegas?
Oh, last October.
Okay, so the Fontainebleau is actually open because that's part of Resorts World. It's down in that area of the strip by the Sahara Hotel down on that side. So on Friday, May 9th, a guest from California wagered $500 on Aristocrat Gaming's high limit Dragon Link slot machine, $1.3 million winner for $500. Now, John and I have this discussion all the time. How much did this person lay down? Now, $500, all right, you got a high roller there in the first place. They're probably plunking down thousands of dollars, okay? A different guest from California won on the Grand Progressive jackpot worth $2.5 million on the Light and Wonder Frankenstein slot machine after wagering $50 on the $2 denomination. Now, right, $50. But here's the thing. How many $50 over the course of a lifetime? From California, you know this person's been there a few times at least over, okay? So how much of that 2.5 really was net winnings when you consider how much you put in, right? Anyway, congratulations to all of them. I know an apparel company. I know two internet, stations that could use some financial backing, you winners. Anyway, all right. Listen, hope you enjoyed some of that news there. If you missed it, go back and catch the show right after the 1 o'clock Eastern Time hour, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Catch all the information, especially when we come back from break. Now we're going to focus on tea. We're going to talk about reveal-llc.com. We're going to show you, listen, QVC will have nothing on us by the time we're done with this show. I can tell you that much. You're watching Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, coast to coast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. To reveal means to make something, secret or hidden, publicly or generally known. The phrase, covering the wound doesn't stop the hurt, can be applied to any situation and is based on individual experiences. This phrase is not a solution, but our goal is that it inspires you to acknowledge the wounds you've been covering far too long. These words are meant to help you to unlock your inner strength to begin the process of self-healing. Whether you like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, or jogger sets, go to reveal-llc.com now in order what you need to remind you that it's okay to rip off the Band-Aid to begin to heal.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
Your path to a meaningful career begins at Tidewater Community College. We're here to help you every step of the way, from application to financial aid, to helping you transfer to the four-year college of your choice, and even placement in in-demand careers. Whether you're looking to transition from the military, want to go part-time while you work, or make a full-time career change, TCC is here for you with multiple campuses throughout the region. Enroll today at Tidewater Community College. From here, go anywhere.
Hey, welcome back. We're just updating our Facebook. People are responding to us, so we're not ignoring you. I'm actually doing business. I'm sharing this feed on my page so everybody out there can check out T being with me today. We appreciate everybody checking in today. Hey, make us part of your day. Share the feed, share the show, put your comments in there. Tell us what you like. Go to the website, which John is running the feed for right now on the bottom of the screen, reveal-llc.com. Go on site. There's hats, there's shirts, there's jogger sets, there's couples, there's kids. There is something new that's on there, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, so you're gonna have to buckle up because I go all over the place here.
I'm with you.
I saw on your site, which I don't know if you offered it at the time when I bought my stuff, but you now have t-shirt and hat combos.
Yes.
That's new.
Yes.
See, I do pay attention.
No, it was there.
It's new because I saw it yesterday.
Right, it's new to you.
New to me, exactly. But something that is new will be your invisible shirts. I still love this. I like
That is, I like
this was funny. But But this saying, though, talk about the saying, and we'll get into your background a little bit. She's from New York and all that hullabaloo stuff. We'll get into all of that. But let's talk about, I want to get into, because I talk about the statement all the time when I wear the shirt.
Yes.
I talk about even on my Kiwanis show, because we get into the stress and life
Yes.
and what we got to do, and realize that recovery or feeling better
Yes.
always starts with one step. And for everybody, that one step is different.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk about how this came about and how this obviously was a one step for something somewhere.
Yes. So first of all, I have to start with thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks. So first of all, real quick, guys, we met at a vending event in December,
That's right.
and conversation started at the vending event, which led us here
That's right.
5-6 months later. So definitely grateful for the opportunity. But as far as the phrase "covering the wound doesn't stop the hurt," so Revere was started from a dream.
Okay.
I woke up, it was like something was on me to create a shirt. So from that, I went on, messed around with Custom Ink, guys. If you ever want to test run something, Custom Ink is where you go. That's a plug.
I'll send them a bill because I use a different company.
What? Okay. So when I got there, the phrase "covering the wound doesn't stop the hurt" came to mind. So once I started typing, it was like, stop, don't touch it. So now I'm wondering, one, why me and why that phrase?
Okay.
For me, it took me back to 24 years of being in the military in a leadership position. So if I'm leading, I don't have time a lot of times to take care of my personal needs, right? So that's where, that's what brought the phrase to life for me.
Mm-hmm. But did something, did just a phrase hit you like an epiphany?
So from a dream, like I said, when I woke up, it was like,
So you got a message.
shirt.
Gotcha.
got a message.
Okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes. So
So
to
you
me-
were asked to create a design to carry
Yes.
this message.
Yes. Yes.
The reason I ask that is because one of the things one of the things that I love to talk. Thank you, Deborah, for your reaction on the video. Appreciate you. I always love asking people about their business. How'd you get started? What was your aha moment? And a lot of times people say, well, I had a flat tire and I couldn't find the machine, so I created this device that you can play, that
Right.
sort of thing. Airmodo, by the way, I used to be a spokesperson. So that's why I was in. So you actually got a message
Yes. Yes.
and said, you know what? This is what I'm asked to do. I'm
Yes,
going to do it.
and the funny thing about it is when it was created, when I got to the point, it was like whatever I did, it had to have a Band-Aid on it, right?
Okay.
So the phrase, and it had
So
to
did you get the vision of the Band-Aid too?
everything was in that same night, same
Crap.
morning, really.
Who's
So
going to win in the Fifth at Aqueduct tomorrow? Because I'm going to go play some that. That's what I
we'll
want.
talk off.
No, we'll talk off there.
Because
Joel,
then
after
everybody
we'll-
will win. Then
That's true.
everybody
That's
will
right.
win.
Yeah. Shh, I didn't ask.
So when I talked to my parents, my mom, my parents are, strongly into the church. And the first thing
Sure.
my mom said, that's a message.
Sure.
That's a message in itself. So now it allowed me to go back and think, okay, one, why me and why that phrase? Because now I want to know what it is about this phrase that one was led for me to actually be delivered to me.
Mhm.
And so that really got my attention.
Can I tell you why I think you got that message?
Yes, please.
With your military background, you're disciplined, right?
Yes.
How many military people did you lead at any one time? How big was your staff?
So I started leading at a young stage in my military career. So the number, it goes on. We talk
Average, what would you say?
for about 50
Okay.
on average, like one
Yeah,
command.
of course, it'd be
Yes,
higher, lower.
yes, yes.
People transit. But so here you are, you're a leader of people. You've dealt with 50 different personalities.
Yes.
As any leader does, you're going to have a mix, and you got to know the right buttons to push and
Right.
how to act with them. Okay. So you probably came in touch with had the number of lives that you must have touched in 24 years. You probably couldn't count.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's all the peripheral people that were affected by what you did for the ones that were direct report. So you probably got this message saying, you know what? Whatever you did to work with these people, they probably got something great out of their experience with you. Whatever it is, right? They had a good experience. They took something that you taught them and said, you know what? Whatever happened, whatever these people did with it, now we're going to take that ability that you have. Here's a message now I want you to use to help anybody and everybody so that they can apply that message how they see fit.
Yes. And that's the thing about it.
I
too.
think
So
that's why you got the message.
one thing I've always said when I talk to customers.
Sounded good. I said it just the way she wrote it.
Matter of fact, I was getting ready to hit it.
No, no, no.
You almost did, you guys. Because one thing I would say to people is, that phrase is a very strong phrase,
Sure.
but it's an individual phrase. It's not tied to any particular thing. So
That's
whatever
right.
it needs to mean to that individual, like you touched.
Yep.
Whatever it needs to mean to that individual, then that's what I pray that phrase is designed to do and will do.
Deborah said, I acknowledge Deborah because I saw a message
Hey,
come up,
Deborah.
but she says, hello, sis, so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Blood
Deborah.
sister
Thank
or
you.
just a close friend type sister?
Maybe blood
There you
sister.
go. Thank you. Thank you,
Deborah.
Deborah, and thank you for your service too, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you to all military watching. Anybody know John back there, whether you're retired and have done your service, whether you're active, whether you're prepping to be active, and all the families around.
Yes.
Thank you. So you got this epiphany. Now, how many years ago was this? A couple of years, right?
Actually,
It's new.
Actually, 4 years ago.
4 years ago, right?
June 14th, the same time. Yes.
No way.
June 14th.
So we were destined to meet that day in December. That's the day I pulled up at my house.
Because when you said that you left California June 14th,
Vegas.
in my Vegas. Okay.
That's okay. Don't confuse
Right,
us.
right,
That's
sorry.
cursing.
Cut that from the script.
Yeah.
But that's when the business got started.
Yeah, June
Yes,
for holy
yes,
crap. I have
yes.
goosebumps now. Yeah. All right. So we have this logo now.
Yes.
We met, we talked, and we've done some great things. And this is not anything I've asked for. She was kind enough to reshare the post about her appearing today. And I am going to ask you for the plug.
Okay.
Please tell, when we met, we talked. Listen,
Yes.
you didn't know me from Adam
No.
that day we met, but we talked, we kicked it off. And then
Yeah.
when we had that first Zoom call, she's like, is it okay if my kids come on the call? But like she was vetting me with the
Right.
kids. I'm like, who got to say no?
Some of you're strangers.
Right, exactly. Well, I'm strange.
Yeah.
Stranger is all different. And then so I ended up doing this call with your son and daughter.
Yeah.
Your son zoomed in from another
Okay,
method.
yeah.
Your daughter. See, I remember. Your daughter's with you, and we hit it off. So you get skeptical with people, but anybody who knows me knows I'm worth my. What did you write in your promo today about your appearance, about our working relationship? This is important because I talk to people all the time
Yes.
about letting me help them. Go for it.
So
John, I want you to like record this and we're going to snip this out. I'm just kidding. South Santiago back in Vegas. How you doing, buddy?
So we talked about one when we met at the vending event,
Mhm.
and then also how you've helped me develop. Yeah, he did. I've had business-wise on the page, I've had a lot of turnovers as far as people coming through the ad that they made for me. It has been a blessing. He was able to advertise my brand for me, support the brand, and
And I'm a believer in the brand.
yes, and he is, y'all. If you ever look on any of my commercials and you see someone with the head down, that's this.
Well, see the promo post that I put up,
Promo
and I'm
post.
in there. But I appreciate that. I'm humbled by that because I do what I do because I love, like you
Yes.
do. You're doing this because see, I went to yellow. That's not really any better. But I grabbed
But
this
that
because it was
blue
in my
looks
lap. The blue looks
Right?
good in there.
Yeah,
We came up with an idea during the
Yeah.
break we're going to talk about later. But I'm kind of jumping the shark a little bit. Sorry, wrong use of that phrase. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself because this is a new branded logo style that is new on the site. There we go. It'll focus in. That is a new look of the logo. So let's talk about what's on there now that people can find. And then we're going to transition because you got new stuff up.
Yes,
You got new stuff?
New stuff coming
What's
out.
new? So we have the sweatshirts, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a hooded sweatshirt? Right? Got the hooded sweatshirt. This is like Attila the Hun size. This is like, even for me,
We
it's
won't, we
huge.
won't disclose the size on that.
No, I will.
Right.
Because
You
no,
know?
I would. Where is it size? This has to be a multiple X. This just can't be a regular extra large. I'm going to say this is probably a 2 to maybe 3X.
Well, let's see.
Am I close? I don't know. Where's
Yeah,
your
you're close.
size tag? Where's the size
It
tag?
should be in there.
No, it got cut out because it's a demo model.
Right, that's it. Right. This is for the show
That's right.
only.
It's just a show only.
Right,
But
show.
the
I'm
point
gonna
is,
say
it's
about
such a-
2 or 3X.
it's just a soft
It is.
sweatshirt. But again, you're
Yeah.
carrying the message.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I'm gonna touch on as well. So yes, I love fashion. I will switch up stuff, but one thing I've tried my best not to do is stray away from the brand and from the message.
Right. You can't.
Because- no,
right. I'm so
right,
glad you said that.
Right, because to me, it's really all about the brand. And when I tell people or say the phrase, I am my brand, when I tell you, as far as like, there's so many things that have came up where we dealt with stuff, and because of our schedule and what's going on, we push it to the side and we keep
Right,
going. Right.
Absolutely.
So that's my push behind it. So hey, slow down, stop,
Right.
take a breath. Let's work on healing. Let's see what you need to do to
Mhm.
work on yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna be better
Right.
for the next person.
So I have this hat. This is the hat. This is the camo, but it's actually the trucker. Is this the one? I have?
Trucker,
This is the one I
that's
have.
one you have.
Okay, so this is the one I have, and I didn't bring it because I was afraid it was going to disappear in the back, which obviously it's holding up pretty
Yeah,
well.
But on that
surprisingly.
green, it did.
But this one, oh boy, you can see the holes in that one. But I'm showing this because I want everybody to see the different designs. And one of the things we talked about, there's stuff on there for everybody. This is not just a military background. This is not just for somebody that, has something that they need. We had the visor. She loves the visor.
Yes.
She yelled at me. She said, "Where am I going to put the visor? I want to show the
I have
visor."
to show.
Who am I to argue? We also have the soft back. I call these the painter
Just
caps.
trust it.
Well, I love the distressed look, but I call them the painter's cap because I like the crowns. I like the
Yeah.
high crowns. These to me, I don't have a head for this, but if you like the soft hat, these are great beach hats just to
Yes.
throw on if you're going out. The distressed look, I love the distressed look.
Dad hats.
Dad hats.
Yes, that's what
Except
they
for
call
this
it.
dad.
Right.
You need to make a distressed hat out of a regular crown hat. I'd be in on that.
Okay. Noted.
Put note on
Right.
it, would you please. And then she's going to double charge me and then
Right.
give me 50% off. Okay, so you got
Gotcha.
here's one of the new things that I love. Okay, I love these because my wife, I may have to just buy these before you leave here, or take them. I mean, buy them because my wife loves socks.
Notice I brought two.
She did bring two. So if you like the sockies, and these are the crew socks, or these go mid calf, right?
Mid calf.
Okay. So you multiple colors. Obviously, we have them in red and white. What other colors these?
Just red.
Just
the
red and white. Now, if you don't like them in the red and white, you can always get them in white and red. So you got to have a couple of choices, right? And then, you know what my wife and kids do? They take two different. My daughters, they'll take one on one.
Yep.
They'll wear one red, one white, and then trying to do laundry when there's only one of each color in there. You're thinking you lost the other sock. You know what I'm saying? So typically, what does a pair of socks go for on the website?
$8.
$8. Hey, come on.
And then these, because they're fairly new, these have not been added to the website yet, but the website will be updated with these. But
You can hear it first. This is like hot off the presses.
Unless you saw me like at a vending event, you don't know about this.
And we'll talk about vending events because you've got quite a handful coming up. You're taking a couple of weeks to just kind of, like you said, retool.
So I felt like in the month of May, I needed to like regroup, right? So I took the month of May off. And it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. So kind of tap in with myself as far as vending, right? Because a lot of times when I'm vending, the amount of people that I come in contact with, the stories that they share with me, because in that moment, I'm their person, right? And a lot of stuff that they divulge about, what they've dealt with, what they're going through, or know a family member that's going through something, it's touching, and it's a lot to take on. So in that moment, being their person, it can be a lot also. So I took the month of May to kind of sit back, kind of regroup, refocus. But June, I already have stuff on the calendar. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to get back out there.
All right. And we're going to find out when we come back on the other side of the break just where you can see her in person at these coming shows. Of course, you got the website, revealed-llc.com. We got more stuff to show you, things coming down the pipe. I told her, let's have a method. Here's what we're going to do. Well, and then I warned her, I said, I usually rarely follow my own.
Right.
So I just told her, buckle up because I'm all over the place. I want to ask you a question to lead into break that I want you to ponder, which we'll answer when we come back.
Yes.
Okay, it's called a segue, just so that you know what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to ask my other question. I got to do those. We'll do those too. Whenever you build a business, John has a business. You've got a business. We always face challenges.
Yes.
So I want you to think about a challenge and how you overcame it.
Yes.
Because there are going to be business owners watching.
Yes.
They're probably struggling with the same thing.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that.
Absolutely.
You're watching Aaron's, and then we're going to find out like who her best actor is and actress, because I didn't tell about those questions. We'll be right back.
Right. You did.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
Your path to a meaningful career begins at Tidewater Community College. We're here to help you every step of the way, from application to financial aid, to helping you transfer to the four-year college of your choice, and even placement in in-demand careers. Whether you're looking to transition from the military, want to go part-time while you work, or make a full-time career change, TCC is here for you with multiple campuses throughout the region. Enroll today at Tidewater Community College. From here, go anywhere.
To reveal means to make something, secret or hidden, publicly or generally known. The phrase, covering the wound doesn't stop the hurt, can be applied to any situation and is based on individual experiences. This phrase is not a solution, but our goal is that it inspires you to acknowledge the wounds you've been covering far too long. These words are meant to help you to unlock your inner strength to begin the process of self-healing. Whether you like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, or jogger sets, go to revealed-llc.com now in order what you need to remind you that it's okay to rip off the Band-Aid to begin to heal. All right, welcome back. See, this is what happens. We're having a conversation during the break, like what we're going to do next, and then John just brings us back, and it's like you catch us. All right, welcome back to Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, coast to coast. Revealed-llc.com is the website for all this great apparel. You can apply the message any way you want to. And there was one during the break. There was a hat that I saw sitting off the side, which is on the website. There's actually a featured picture with the shirt showing how you can get hats and shirts in combo packs.
Yes.
And it is the sunflower camo. And I don't know if it's going to, it's not really shown all that well. So That's right. That's all right. So we know, and I caught her off guard by showing this. We know that there are reasons that the sunflower, let's see, whoops, I did that backwards. That's not what I wanted to do. What did I do? I did it backwards. There are reasons that the sunflower is so popular, that the sunflower represents something positive and significant of new growth or something.
Yes, yes.
So we're both blanking on it. That's what happens when you do stuff spur of the moment. But this is also great. My wife loves sunflowers, so this one may not go home with you either.
That is fine. That is absolutely fine.
I'm doing shopping
I
while
won't
I'm here.
stop you.
No, I know you won't. I know you won't.
And then just throw the yellow shirt in, and now she has a whole.
There you
set.
go. Now,
Okay.
I'm glad you. No, but I'm glad you said that about the shirts. Women's and men's sizes, or are they all unisex?
Yes,
size?
they're unisex.
Okay.
There's unisex. So but if you do see the crop tops on there,
They're not for men.
I mean,
Unless they're behind closed
if you
doors.
look, if you want to wear it, I'm here for it. I support
should.
you.
How about men's tank tops? I'm a big tank top wearer, especially for workouts and stuff. You have tank tops, men's tank tops?
No,
Okay.
I do not, but I can. Oh, sorry, let me write that down
Write that
along with his other note. But his
See, I try to help businesses all over however I can. That's a personal, but I love, especially I even wear tank tops all year round when I'm in my house and but working out, I wear the tank tops.
Let me create his shopping list.
That's right. Put my.
All right.
I'll end up paying for it. That's
Yes,
the bottom line.
yes,
All right.
yes.
Let's go back to the question I asked you about building a business. What was like the number one challenge you had in creating this business, the brand and everything, and how'd you overcome it?
So initially, I had no plans to start a business. So that was a challenge. in
Nobody
itself.
ever does.
No plan on starting a business. So when the phrase came to me, and after sitting on it and the feedback I did get from people I spoke to, that was like my push to, hey, you need to do something with
Okay.
this. So as I started the business, everything was funded for myself. Everything, all the financial aspect of it came from me. So therefore, that was a challenge in itself because now I have to make sure I have the balance where I'm providing at home, make sure all my stuff is correct, and then still find a way to push this business out. And there are times when you'll have no sales, no comments, no likes, no anything, but keep going, right? That's what keeps motivating me because that one person that you bought from that day, like sometimes I get a tag when I'm at my lowest, when I'm thinking like, man, second guessing, why did I start the business?
What am I doing here?
What? You know, it's not doing anything. Then I get a tag. It's pretty much like a reminder for me, like, hey, keep going, keep pushing. And I've told other business owners too, there's going to be times like what I've experienced, I've been able to share with others. There's no gatekeeping. I share with others like, hey, there are going to be times when you have no sales. Right. But you keep going.
That's right.
Keep pushing. Because
Well, and that's an unfortunate residual effect to any sales type of business. It's one of the things I learned in timeshare is you got to learn to ride the ups and downs. When it's good, you want to get as good as you can, but at some point it's going to level off. That's why there's a thing called averages.
Yes.
But you're right. That is very important because 20 years I'm doing this and I still like, what the heck? Where'd everybody go? So that's a great point. That's a great point. So that's also, what is a way people can get in touch with you direct? Because I think people should reach out to you about just business conversation and chat and advice. How can people get you direct?
So I'll give you the business phone number, which is 757-713-5331. Definitely, you can reach me there. And I'm also revealllc@gmail.com.
Do it. Talk to her. I don't care. Even if you want to just talk about the weather or try to figure out why sunflowers are so important, just do it and reach out to her. All right, now I'm going to change gears on you.
Oh, man.
This is nothing scripted. So first thing that comes to mind, can't call a friend, your friend Deborah. She cannot help you with these answers. No lifelines.
Okay.
What do I look like? Regis Philbin?
They was going to try it.
Yeah, you could try, but you didn't win there. CPOT, CPOT, CPOT. I don't like that. T. We'll stick to T. She'll kick my ass after the show. All right, here you go. Favorite actor of all time?
Denzel Washington.
Why did I have a feeling? He comes up more times from everybody. Guys as well. He is such a great actor. Favorite all-time actress?
Angela Bassett.
She's so good on 911.
Yeah, that and like
And
Eddie
everything.
Rose should play. Yes.
Oh, she's so good. Excuse me a second. I need a cold shower. Okay. What is your favorite all-time movie? So that when it comes on, wherever you want to watch it, you turn your phone off. You grab your popcorn, your favorite adult beverage, maybe your son and daughter or whoever, they're with you. You turn off the world to watch what movie?
I really don't have one.
Not one movie?
No. I mean, like I love Love and Basketball.
Okay.
I love that movie.
How about Midway?
No.
No. I feel it.
No,
How about Pearl Harbor? No.
I've been to Pearl Harbor.
I was too.
Very emotional.
2000. I went back there to cover the Pro Bowl for one of the shows I was doing at the time. Very emotional. My God, walking out onto that memorial for the Arizona. Holy crap! I got first time I experienced Commander's coins because the people we were with were also military.
Yes.
We went to a couple of bases up there. First time, I don't know, nothing. Commander comes across and six. I mean, you probably
Yeah, right.
extended coins, right?
And
And I'm
the
like,
coin is in, yeah.
slipping me his number. What is it? And then I was educated to the point that the next stop we made, the commander was not there to greet us, so we didn't get a coin. So I went to this. What do they call the store? I'm blanking on it.
Like
The
a ship store. They call it a ship store.
Yeah, but
like a souvenir store.
yeah, the PX.
Yes.
PX, is that it?
Exchange, yeah.
So I'm like, well, I want a coin from this place. So I went in and I bought a coin. It wasn't a regular
Was it?
Commander's coin, but that was my first, which is really, really cool. All right, so we got that. What's your favorite music genre? What do you like to listen? What's in your car that you like to listen to?
Now I'm on a gospel kick.
Okay,
I'm on a gospel kick now, but I like R&B.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm on a gospel kick.
Now, here's the
Uh-oh.
question follow up to that one. You're at a red light. You're in your car by yourself. Windows are rolled up. What's your favorite song that comes on that you just can't help but do karaoke to? And you don't care how silly you may look to the outside world. You're bebopping in that car. What song is that for you?
Oh man, all the songs.
Every song
Because
comes on.
when the beat hit, I'm dancing.
All right,
When the beat
okay.
hit, I'm dancing.
That's fair. That's fair.
All
right.
Song now.
You don't have one?
No.
No? Okay. You know what mine is?
What?
Fiddler on the Roof, If I Were a Rich Man.
Sing it.
No!
Go for it. And
If I
action.
were a rich man. What excites you about the brand of Revealed?
People's reaction to it.
Okay.
People's reaction.
At what
to
point do they react when you tell them the story behind this? Where do they
it. So
react
it's,
to?
it's two parts to that.
Okay.
You have the customers that come up and read it and automatically connects with it.
Oh yeah,
No explanation.
that was for me.
needed.
That was
Yes,
me.
Yeah,
That was
right,
me.
right. No explanation needed because they automatically relate to it. And then you have when somebody said, what does reveal mean? What does covering the roof doesn't stop the hurt mean?
hmm
And then when I get to tell them my version or what it means to me, how their face light up because they are able to resonate.
Because you're making it personal.
Yes.
You make it. You make
Yeah.
it. There's empathy in there when you share the story and what it means.
Yes.
Because the beauty of a saying like this, Boss Man Jeezy, who's that?
AJ.
AJ, dude, we miss AJ. Next time you're coming in here with mom and sis and everybody. You know what? Next time you have an event, I'm coming to you to do a remote show.
So on topic, AJ is having a baby. He's expecting he's gonna be a dad.
Hey, if you need the name of if you want a good suggestion, Aaron works really well. Okay.
And Shay is also expecting. She's having a girl. You know, she has the two boys. She's having a
that's right.
girl.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank
You
thank
must be
thank
happy.
you. Yes.
More
yes,
grandkids
yes,
to take care.
We're deep. We have a whole squad right now.
There you go. It's your future models.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
AJ, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for checking in. All right. There's just so my brain is going a million miles a minute because you know I love you. You and I hit it off once I got through the vetting process on that Zoom call.
I have a question for you too.
Please ask.
Oh, really?
I mean, absolutely. It's a
Okay.
conversation, remember?
So when you initially walked up to the booth,
Yes.
what was your reaction? What were your thoughts? What did you think about the phrase? Could you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, we're sitting right here. That should tell you all that you need to know.
But they didn't.
No,
but they weren't there.
you're right. You're right. So yeah, I want you to picture this, folks. It's a holiday bazaar, right? An arts and crafts show at that. Was it Hampton or
Hampton
Virginia?
Coliseum.
Hampton Coliseum. Okay. A couple of hundred vendors, maybe thousands of people walking around, and you were on the back row.
Yep.
I remember. My wife and I are walking and looking, and I think she stopped at a booth, maybe one or two behind me, and I just kept going. And I'm walking. First of all, I got to tell you, you know what attracted me about your booth was the colors you had on display. I'm very visual. Okay. So first was the colors, and I don't know which one it was, and then one of them caught my eye, and I read. This is the first thing that I read, and I read it because like you said, how you apply the saying is personal,
Yes.
and I applied the saying to my life, and I'm like, mother, that is like absolutely perfect. And so the colors drew me to the booth, and you drew me to the booth because look, I'm from Jersey. Forget this Vegas stuff in here. I'm one of these. Shake my hand. That means something to me. If I connect with somebody on a different level than just, hey, how you doing? My name's Aaron, you're T. All right, great. Have a nice day. Right. But if I get that comfort feeling that there's a connection, to me, a handshake is good enough for me. Okay. And I got that from you right away because I want you to look in that camera and I want you to smile. That's what drew me. Look at those dimples over there too. That's what drew me as a person.
Yes.
I want to connect with people. So you, the person, and I'm doing all this in about 15 seconds in my brain because since the age of 14, I've been out there selling shoes and all that stuff. So I'm a people person, plus what I do for a living. So the colors, the saying, and you is what drew me in. And then just our conversation. Tell me about is this a business? No, it's a passion. because then I want to learn about you and who you are as a
Right.
person behind such a powerful statement.
Thank you.
And then after that, it's just connecting who you are with
Yeah.
as a person. So that's what drew me in. And then I think when I started reading it, my wife, I realized, broke free from wherever she was. But like, babe, right? I said, babe, you got to come down. You got to meet T over here. You got to read it. And she was just like, she was at that. That's why she did a great job with that picture for me.
Yes.
When I asked, when I got the hat
she
shirt, I'm
did.
like, and I said, babe, so here's the funny part about that. So I'm standing there in that picture with me with my head down because really I didn't want my face in it because it was your brand that I wanted people to see. You met my wife. She's like, honey, she's 4'11 3/4. So she took the first picture and it wasn't that down shot I wanted. She
Right.
got my face. I'm like, no, I had her stand up on the fireplace. She was on the fireplace. I swear to God, if she's watching, which is rare, put a message in there, Eileen, to confirm that you took the picture of me with the hat and shirt on the fireplace because I wanted that down picture of
Right.
just the logo and the picture
Right.
you see. So she captured that picture and she saw
Yes.
the essence and the importance of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
And that's why, in off air, we text and talk a lot because I'm so vested in the success of this business for her and her. But now that you tell me you got more grandkids on the way, you better
Yes. Please. www.
increase the prices. Will be coming soon.
Yes.
So get while you can.
All right.
Reveal-llc.com. That we talk, and I made some comments before we went on the air, just some suggestions about the website and
Yes.
why, because like she said, and she's great to share this with me, people going to the site has increased, which is wonderful,
Thank
which
you,
is my
guys.
job.
Yes.
My job doing all this is to get people to the site. People
And
have to
they're coming.
convert and buy. So we've been talking about maybe some things to change things up a little bit to continue to increase the buy rate. The buy rate's going up even
Yes.
with people. We got to get it to escalate. So I'm just imparting my thoughts and comments, and whether she does them or not, that's her business. But I'd be remiss as someone who's been doing business growth for 20 years. Everything I've done work? No. A lot of things I suggest can work.
Yes.
That's up to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
So
thank you.
so all of that kind of goes into it. And you have a strong family unit that supports you,
Yes.
and you can't put a price on it.
Yes.
I want to be comfortable in saying if your son and daughter were not part of your thought process that day, although your son was funny, AJ, and I thank you for this. I think before we got off the air, before we got off that Zoom call, I think he said, Mom, I think he was very positive about the conversation. I was like, all I had to do was shut up once he said, Mom, I think you should do this or something along those lines, which was great. But if you did not have their buy-in from 4 years ago, I know you and I wouldn't be sitting here talking about this. I know, because you're a family person, and that's just as important. Yeah, my personal, I want to support you. You're a veteran and all of that, but you're also a great person. You have family connection, all that. That's what I want to be part of to support. And so Aaron, AJ, AARON, if it's a female, I can't help you there. Anyway, so I hope that answers your question. A little long-winded, but I answered your question. Oh, my absolute, I have goosebumps going up my back. All right, let's go back to the silly questions, because as we're talking about all that, I see we only have about 8 minutes left.
Oh, man.
Revealed-llc.com is the website. Go there, and I'll tell you what. If someone buys something while they watch this show, maybe people have purchased while I've been on the air. Let's do something. You want to do so? We have 12 minutes to the top of the hour. 13 minutes.
Right.
12 minutes now. The clock just changed. If someone goes right now to revealed-llc.com, right now,
Right now.
open up another window. Don't disconnect this
Don't
one.
close this out.
I will personally autograph one of my books. Jackie Jones. Jackie, JACQUI.
Jackie, yes.
All right, who's that? Is that another family member?
Maybe sister.
Navy sister. Thank you, Jackie. I don't care who it is. You go out there right now, buy anything off the website. She lets me know that so-and-so purchased. I will personally autograph one of my books. Let my voice speak to you, which details my health transition, some tidbits about how to do what I do, and some of these funny conversations that take place when the microphone's not hot. It's about a $20 value. I will donate that to the purchase for someone who buys right now.
All
I
right.
don't care if
y'all,
you buy a
the
pair,
ticket.
but socks are not on the site yet, right?
No, but if you message me, we can figure that
Okay,
out.
if you want a pair of socks, remember you can get them in red and white, or you can get them in white and red. Doesn't matter. We got them all for you. You have options. Make a purchase or let her know, even if you message her after the fact. If you watch this on playback, I will still get a book to her to send to you with your merchandise. Okay. So there you have it. How's
Right.
that?
And I would also like to purchase a book.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
We'll talk. I don't have any with me, but I'll take care of that. You're not going to purchase Spinola. You're going to go into the free. All right. What's your favorite all-time vacation spot? You've probably traveled the world.
Aruba. Oh my God.
Have you been there?
I've been
So you
there
want to go
once.
back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it about Aruba that you love so much?
The calm. For real.
I mean, we don't have calm around here.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here. But it's so relaxing. To me, Aruba is not really like a party spot.
Okay.
It's more like a decompress
Gotcha.
type thing.
Okay.
So
Where's
I
your
really
vacation
enjoy it.
that you want to go to someday that you haven't been to? Now, you've probably traveled a lot with military, I would bet.
So I would like to go back to Lisbon, Portugal. I went with the Navy, but it was like
It was work, yeah.
Right. So I would like to explore
Okay.
Lisbon, Portugal.
Lisbon's Portugal. There you go. If anybody has to hook up in Lisbon, let us know.
Yes.
Before I forget, we're going to go back to that. Let's talk about some of the newer designs that we're putting out on the website as well, because we're showing stuff that's
Right.
out there now and logos, but you got some new stuff like the hats we're wearing, the raised logo.
Yeah. So
See if we can get a zoom
we're
in.
venturing out. We're going to zoom in real quick. So Aaron
I
is
want
now
to show that.
is rocking the 3D
There you
puff,
go. 3D.
3D puff,
Yeah.
revealed, abbreviated
And it's the
RVLD.
trucker style.
That's the trucker style.
You can't have this one. This is used now.
Yeah.
Although I'll autograph it. If someone wants,
Hey.
I'll autograph it for a charge.
Right. Inbox me.
There
Message
you
me.
You know what? I'll autograph anything, anybody, because I am a Hall of Fame broadcaster out of Vegas. I am Hall of Fame material. That and $5 still only gets me coffee at Starbucks, but I am a Hall of Famer. So if you buy anything and you want an autograph added to it, I'll autograph a hat and shirt.
And then we're doing the
raised
puff,
lettering.
The raised letters.
Is that
to
called
reveal.
puff? Is that what you?
Yes, it's
okay.
called a vinyl puff. So
Okay.
it's a puff to it, and then also,
Goes with the hat?
Go with the hat.
Now, washer friendly. This will not
Yes.
peel off
No,
or anything like
No,
that.
and if
Okay.
it does, you have any issues, please reach out to me because stuff happens, and I
That's
will
right.
definitely take care of it.
Is there anything on the back
No
on that
problem.
one?
No.
Now,
But
that's why I wanted to
phrase,
bring the yellow
yeah.
one back up, because the yellow one, which I was showing earlier, which kind of disappears, on the back has the same.
Yes, has the
Okay, so you
phrase.
can get the phrase on there. Now, please keep in mind, and this is something we talked about, while you're wearing this stuff, if somebody likes what you're wearing, they have to be within earshot of you to say, yeah, go to reveal-llc.com. Hopefully that'll change soon, won't it?
Yes. Per conversation.
Per conversation. Okay, but it's great stuff. And I'm just looking around. I think we've shown just about everything we wanted
Yeah,
to, right?
I
Haven't
just
we?
need to talk about.
Go for it.
so
We
I
have
have-
about 7 or 8 minutes. So
7 or 8
where can
minutes.
people find you to buy it in person?
All right, so in person, I have, like I said, I took the month of May off to kind of regroup. And
Except she's here.
yeah, this is different. This is
This is
already
not work.
fire, all right.
It's not work.
Right, this is
It's
fun.
fun.
Right. So for the next couple months, for next month, I will be at 934 West Little Creek Road. It's going to be a conference called When She Speaks. So I will definitely post the information on that so you guys can see the flyer. And if
How
you
can
wanted
people
to-
post to where?
It's going to be at Revealed-LLC on Instagram, and it's going to be on also the Facebook page.
And your website, I'm sure.
Yes.
You should have an events tab on there, right?
Yes. We'll have it on the website.
Put that on your list,
Oh,
to-do list.
Excuse me. I have
Events
I have
tab.
homework.
Events tab.
I have homework, guys.
I'm sorry.
No, this is important.
That's
Events
all right.
tab. It's also,
All
I'm
right.
here for the growth. And then also, June 1st, I will be at the Norfolk Flea Market on June 1st. They're having, of course, a whole bunch of vendors out there. So definitely
Where are
come
they
out.
doing it? Because they traveled around Norfolk. Because I saw them down
This
at
one is gonna be
Waterside once.
Waterside.
Oh,
Yeah, this one
Waterside.
is
Okay.
Waterside.
That's the one I've
Yeah,
been to.
this one is going to be
A lot of fun
Waterside.
down there.
So I'm going to
You get great weather that day. It's great to walk the water and see all the vendors.
Okay, yeah. So definitely come out and support. And also, if you haven't been to, it's a black on black market on Little Creek Road. I want to say 200. Don't quote me on the address, but it's on Little Creek Road. Definitely swing by, check them out. They are amazing organization, and they're always plugging stuff in for everyone, looking out for people. And then on the 28th at Mount Trashmore.
It's my backyard.
Yeah.
Well, not back. It's like mile and a half
So
from my
I'll
house.
see you there.
That's
Okay.
it's a Wednesday.
Wonderful. Wednesday. No,
What did you say?
Saturday.
Oh, it's a Saturday.
Or is it Sunday?
No, because the
What I thought.
30th is a Saturday because
we
I'm
haven't
traveling to
traveled by-
Baltimore.
Okay, so let's see when it's.
Because I'm hosting the Foundation Fighting Blindness Walkathon, Vision Walk,
June.
June 1st up in Baltimore, which is a Sunday.
Mhm.
As I did it here at Mount Trashmore April 5th. So they're asking me if I could come up. So,
Okay, so June 28th.
June 28th.
June 28th is when there's a vegan.
June 28th. I thought you
yes.
said May.
June
That
28th.
sounded like, holy
So
crap.
June 28th is when
Okay.
there's a vegan event.
I will be in Pittsburgh.
That's all right. We'll work it out.
Well, here's the
Mount
thing.
Trashmore.
We'll post all that not only on her page, but she'll tag me in it, so it'll
Yeah.
show up on my stuff. And of course, if you can't remember reveal-llc.com, if you go to aaronzauer.vegas, my website, just go to the sponsors tab. Every sponsor that is with me has their logo and a link back to their website. So just go to my website, just go to that tab. You'll see everybody there as well, and it'll take you to all that information.
Breaking news.
Breaking
Yeah,
news.
breaking news, guys, breaking Like it.
That hurt my butt.
Miss Deborah White just placed an order.
Deborah.
Yes.
All right, Deborah, you got it. Am I autographing it or sending a book or what did she order?
She
What did we
ordered,
order?
let's see,
What did we
the
order?
logo.
Oh,
black
she got the
logo.
shirt.
Yes, the logo.
I don't want to sign a black shirt with black ink. That's kind of silly. So I'll get her a book. I'll autograph a
Right,
book.
you're gonna
I'll
autograph
even throw in some of my swag, like my
Merch.
poker. I'll give you. This is the
Oh.
same Deborah that was online before.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right, Deborah, you got a goodie bag for me coming. Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate
then
it.
hold on, guys. I have
Oh.
something for you.
You have something for me?
Tight squeeze, guys.
Yeah, we have chairs. It's a very small room. It looks big on camera, but you know.
So with my kids attending Norfolk State.
Oh, she loves
I
you.
love you too, babe. Thank
Norfolk
you.
State, home of Michael Vick. If they love it, if your friends love me, if your kids love me, they need to get me Michael Vick on my show.
Oh, okay. You guys got that?
Jay?
AJ, Boss Man Jeezy.
All right.
So of course you can't see because the bag is.
All right, wait a minute.
Wait.
Let's kill this
Wait.
for a second. Hold
So
on.
I have a gift for Aaron
Oh,
because he
you
has
really?
been.
Oh,
I
stop.
do. I do.
Let's see. That
Because you
there you
know.
go. I'm showing everybody
Okay.
behind the Wizards curtain right now. Your weather forecast.
So thank you so much. It was a great opportunity meeting you. Thank you for.
Love you. I really do.
for
We're gonna keep
everything.
going.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to present him with a
Thank
gift. I'm not
you.
going to open it in a little swag bag. Behold, my Norfolk State folks. Oh, got another Shopify. You're going to be sad.
Another Shopify?
Another Shopify.
Who said Shopify? Who was silly enough to do that?
Tia Middlebrook.
Thank you, Tia.
Thank you, Tia.
All right, that's another autograph. I'll have to
And
get
she
these
got
to
the
you.
matching set.
She got a matching
Yeah,
set.
she got the
Very
hat.
good.
Thanks, Tia.
So she got a shirt and a hat and a
hat.
shirt.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll give her two then, one for each piece,
Oh,
because she's got a friend, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Let's do this one the rest of the way out. Come on, kick in. Thank you. Because we're being superheroes right now.
yes, you are. Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness.
that-
I'm not. Yeah.
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
Well, you don't.
You
You
wanna
want to
show
open?
people
What? You want me to open it? You want me to show?
people?
Let's see. I see socks in there. All right. I see
Okay,
something
I
wrapped. I'm
want
gonna
it.
go wrap
Okay.
first. There are socks. There's also a shit ton of business cards in here, which is perfect.
Right.
Because then when
No problem.
that's right. All right. It's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
More cards. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, it's the color. It's perfect. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. I got a green shirt. You
Right.
can't see it. Trust me, it's green. That's too funny. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that is oh the new one with the front and the back. I wish it was. See, you can see the logo, folks. There you go. But here, let me take, this is too much fun. This green stuff is so, one of these days, I'm just going to wear all green and just, everybody will just see my head. John will be like, that'll be an improvement. I could just hear him right now and then. There you go.
Okay, so
Oh,
while,
that
you're
is
getting,
so
while you're
funny.
getting your shirt ready, I just want to jump in real quick to say thank you guys for logging on. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. I appreciate you. And Aaron.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you. Thank you to
welcome. You're
everybody out there and the kids. I do want to end the show with one or two final serious questions.
Yes.
Okay. Number one is, who's your favorite superhero, Batman or Superman? And you better get it right.
Because you're here. And I want to come back at some point. No.
That's really the
So-
important part.
Superman.
No, seriously, you
Superman.
can Superman. Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry. I like the
All right.
red.
But you were honest. Though.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
Thank
All right, this is the only serious question of this. That stuff that I ask. When the day comes, and it's going to be so far down the line, it's going to be really silly that I'm thinking about it. But when you're at the pearly gates and the maitre d' is there to welcome you in, what do you want to hear them say to you about your life upon entering?
Well done.
There you go. Two simple words. 3 words. 2 words. Well done. 3 if you had an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Okay, well done.
Well done.
Thank you for coming.
You're
It's a
welcome.
blast to know you and to
Thank
be,
you.
and I call you a friend.
Yes,
I really do.
thank
And
you.
your kids are
Likewise.
great, AJ and everybody out there. And when you have all the parties for the new grandkids,
Yes.
you know where to
yes.
find me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's broadcast it for
That'd be
people who
cool.
can't come, like family
Right.
all over.
That'd
Let's
be
do a
cool.
little video. Let's do a live
That'd be
feed. Seriously,
Cool.
we're gonna do a live feed. I've done bar and bus mitzvahs. What's wrong with baby births? Anyway, thank you for coming in.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
everybody
Thank you,
purchasing. So
guys.
when you watch this back, if you still purchase, hey, she'll let me know. You'll get an autographed copy of my book along with your stuff. I should just pre-sign and give you a whole bunch of them
Yeah.
so you can send them out.
Is there
So
time
thank you to
limit?
everybody.
Is there time limit?
There's no cutoff. You know why? Because this video will be up forever.
Nice.
So anytime somebody orders watching this video, or if they email you and say, I want socks, it's not on the website yet, but I want that book from that crazy guy, you can do that. Now you can also
Awesome.
download my book for $6.99 off of Amazon, but you ain't
Support.
getting that autograph.
Support.
So anyway, listen,
love it
I love it. Exactly. Anyway, thank you for ordering, everybody.
you,
Thank you
guys.
for watching. Please share this with somebody else. Maybe you need some gift ideas. Maybe somebody just needs a little motivation with the saying that they can apply any way that you want to. Reveal-llc.com. Next week, this is 24th, I will be at Tidewater Community College because they are starting to work on next year's enrollment stuff. So we're going to do a show all about enrollment next week. So TCC next week. Then the week after that, I have no idea what I'm doing on the 31st. I don't know. Stay tuned. It'll be a surprise to me as it will be to you as well. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching. As I always like to say, oh, Shay finally checks in. We're getting ready to say goodbye, Shay. And now you check in. Get that alarm clock fixed. No, I'm only kidding. We miss you. Thank you for everything. Go back and watch it. As I always like to say, be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week
Thank you,
right
guys.
here. Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, Coast to Coast. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.